in the technical world, when we evaluate solutions, we're used to evaluating mainstream solutions. Let's face it, they're mainstream. They're what we deal with day in and day out. They're what run our company. And so when you look at a mainstream solution, you're primarily looking at the solution itself, features, speeds and feeds, maybe a little bit focused on the company. Have they been on the news lately in a very negative way? But you're looking for stability there. Now, there are some terrific companies out there that do great mainstream tech evaluation. I'll mention four here, but these by far are not the only ones. Gartner, GigaOM, Forrester, IDC, they do a terrific job. And if you take a look at the metrics that they're measuring, things like ability to execute, completeness of vision, those are the two axes on Gartner's Magic Quadrant. You can see that one of them is focused on the solution, one of them is focused on the company. That is definitely the right metrics to be looking at on mainstream technology. When we're looking at those startups, we mentioned how squishy they were. Ned, you brought up that they don't have all the pieces of the puzzle formulated yet in their solution. However, you can look at the problem that they're solving. Are they recasting the problem, looking at it from a different perspective? And are they taking a deviant approach to how you solve that problem? Now, that's a total different set of requirements to look at. As such, companies like 451 and CV Insights, along with our own Evotech Lab, these are the metrics and yardsticks we use to evaluate a startup. Okay, we're going to go through an example here. Hey, Ned, have you ever had malaria?
Not this week. No.
Not this week. Good for you. Good for you. Definite improvement there. I'm so proud of you. What we're going to do here is we're going to use the evaluation techniques that we just described for mainstream and emerging tech companies, and we're going to look at the fight against malaria. Now, I'm picking something out of my field of expertise. I'm no malaria or epidemiologist or anything like that. By the way, if you happen to be a virologist or you're working with malaria, please give us a little bit of grace. We're probably going to sound like a bunch of idiots, but bear with us. Bear with us. All right. If we take a look at the mainstream solution for fighting malaria today, it's these things called anti-malarials. A lot of companies out there, a lot of different medications on the market. They're relatively cheap, widely available, highly effective. The parasites delivered by the mosquitoes that cause the malaria, those parasites are growing drug resistant to some of these solutions on the market, and there are some side effects. If we take a look at an emerging technology that's coming up, check this out. There is a malaria vaccine that is coming to market, and they looked at the problem a little bit different. Yeah, the problem is we have 400,000 deaths per year. Those deaths are caused by 229 million cases that come up every year. Now, those cases are caused by mosquito-borne parasites. So what if we tackled the cases instead of treating the disease once that it's happened through immunization versus treating after the fact? Now, believe it or not, check this out, Ned. It was 1921, I believe, was when the first malaria vaccine research began. So that's over 100 years old. Mm-hmm. Can you believe that? I mean, I guess if you said malaria vaccine is best things for sliced bread, someone told me sliced bread came out in 1924, I believe. So this is older than sliced bread. This is kind of right in that early adopter phase. It's being done in limited trials. Great promise out there, this cheap, effective vaccine.